Okay, good night everyone. Let's start with introduction first. My name is Rizal Wira. I'm from informatics engineering and today I want to show to you my assignment on SQL major, SQL programming major where I will be editing some data of a hospital database. So let's get into it. Okay, here are the window. Okay, so the first task is to open the MySQL, which you see I first toggle the MySQL server on the application, the XAMPP application. And then after that, we can go to the command line and start the application by typing MySQL u/u root/p. And then after that, we open it. Then we create the database with the name of db underscore rumah sakit. After that, we exit. Now, why we exit MariaDB first is because we're going to import from a file. So I moved the SQL file so it became one directory with the application directory, which is this. And then we import it by having this sign to import. And after importing, we open the MariaDB back, and after it get open, we can use the database. And as you can see, it imports it successfully. And after that, we try to see the doctor table like this. And after that, we insert a new doctor data by specifying what columns we're going to insert and the values. Okay, this is okay. We insert the data and also the values. As you can see, the brand new values already inserted, and the doctor and also the complaint, the visit. Okay, for the next we're going to show the name and the birth date of female which is born before 1990. And for that we're going to execute select command from patient table where we specify the gender P for perempuan, and then here we use this which is less than 1990, and the result is this which is successfully before 1990 being shown. And then we're going to show doctors with more than one visit, and with my efforts executing these commands, what I get is an empty set, as you can see here. So because I'm trying to show doctors with more than one visit and the result is empty set, thereby we can go to the next question, which is, oh, here's where I'm trying again and still getting the empty set. Yeah, I having some of errors, but this is the one that outputs empty set. And for the next, this is my conclusion. And then the next question is showing the name of Polly. Polly is like the vision of the healthcare service and specialization, and also the amount of patients there. So we select the nama polycolumn in poly table, and we count, and we join the kunjung table and the poly table, and then we group it by ID and the name of the poly. Also order by jumlah pasien, and this is what we get. Hold on, this is right there. We successfully order it by the amount of patient, which is this has the most patient, which is 2. And then we progress to the next question, which is we try to show the name of the patient, the complaint, and the name of the doctor in specific date as question. This is where I tried and having some errors, but this is the one that outputs the empty set. I trying to specify the date where the visit occurred, which is this one between, we use the between syntax, and we specify the two dates. We're trying to search between these two dates, and unfortunately it appears that the data is empty for that kind of situation. So we progress to the next question, which is to display the medicine that contains specific words, which is sakit kepala, using distinct function. And later we also use the like syntax to find these exact words. So first I'm going to check the receipt table because we need this. Okay, so this is all the commands that I tried. We select this thing, and then from the table called receipt, and then we join the kunjung table on the ID kunjungan column. Nah, this is where I search for the exact word of sakit kepala for the matching words, and then these are the results. Okay, so for the next question, we're trying to delete some of the data from the receipt table. We delete, which is before by this less than symbol, less than this date, and then it successfully deleted the data, and then yeah, like that. And then for the next question, we're saying the patient who never had a visit, and unfortunately the result is empty set. This is my effort. Okay, this is my syntax, and the result are the empty set. Yeah, it's empty data. And for the next, we're going to select some doctors that the specialization doesn't contain specific words. And to find something that doesn't contain specific words, we use the not like function, which is the reverse of like. We exclude the term itself, which is this term we not going to include the gigi, and these are the specialization that doesn't contain this word. Okay, so next we're going to change the name of the poly from Polygizi Clinic into Polynutrici using the update and set the name of it. And the result is we successfully changed the name to Polynutrici. And then the next question, oh, it's the last question. The last task is to showing the name of the medicine with those contain Sahari more than one. Uh, I actually tried to approach here to rename doses as frequency, which results in an empty set because as you may see there are no column called frequency, so that doesn't work. So I just find it in doses because you can see here there are no Sahari, but yeah, it's actually more than one. So it's quite confusing, but the results using these two approaches, I get an empty set. Okay, so that's it for the preview of my test. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Rizal Pambudi. My identification is 2023 31175. Thank you, Mr. Padli. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.